everybody! I'm Serenity and I will be your host for the Weekly Bento. What we're going to do on the Weekly Bento is bring you news from the anime and cosplay worlds on a weekly basis. Now this news may not be completely up to date. Usually we'll be posting this on, let's say, a Friday. Sometimes news could come out on Monday and we have to wait a full week in order to bring this news to you. This week I have news about Love Live. I've got news about Sailor Moon, and I've got a feature on a cosplay parenting couple and a lovely cosplayer called Purblind Cosplay. First off, let me tell you a little bit about myself. In the cosplay community, I'm known as Serenity Leigh, or now the Fairies Hollow. In real life, I'm known as Robin. I have a twin brother named Luke. I have a wonderful boyfriend named Mark, who we call Batmark, aka Batmark and Robin Cosplay. And I love cosplay. I've been cosplaying for about 4 years now, and there is no stopping me. I also love anime, although I'm not the biggest anime nerd, as you would say. I'm not crazy weeaboo, as some of my other friends would say. But I do love the genre. When I was growing up here in Canada, I watched Americanized versions of classics like Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z, as you can see from the prop that my boyfriend has been making. And I loved it, but then I was brought into this world of anime, which I didn't really know existed. I knew that there were these animated shows. I didn't know that they were actually anime, or that they were Japanese for that matter. So now I've delved in deeper to the world of anime. I've watched Escaflowne, Evangelion, anything you can name. I probably haven't seen anything you can name, but I've seen quite a bit. My boyfriend and Josh, Mr. Crypt Keeper himself, have been keeping me on my toes with what anime to watch. Some of my favorites now include Cowboy Bebop and Escaflowne, even though I don't like the ending. Some of my least favorites, Death Note. I gritted my way all the way through it, but I made it. I wanted to kill the guy the whole time, but we're not going to talk about that right now. And right now I'm making my way through Fairy Tail and Love Live. First up, Love Live. So our news about Love Live is pretty crazy. A certain minister in Japan by the name of Hiroshi Hase, he's the minister of, wait for it, education, culture, sports, science, and technology, and he was a former pro wrestler. Well, he got invited to Muse's final concert back on March 31st by the president of Bushiroad, who publishes Love Live. He went, he donned a Love Live shirt, he had a glow stick, and he had an absolute blast. Do you want to know how big of a blast he had? Well, Mr. Hase is considering bringing Love Live to the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics as an opening or closing performance for the ceremonies. That's crazy, right? Some fans of the show have called it a reckless and inappropriate idea for the Olympics, but we want to know what you think. Do you think it would be fun and wild to have anime represented at Japan's Tokyo Summer Olympics in 2020? I think it would, and it would be great for the culture in general. Moving on to some cosplay news. We have discovered, well, I shouldn't say we have discovered, but the internet has discovered a couple who have epitomized the cosplay couple goals. They go by the name of Cosplay Parents on Facebook and Twitter, and they have completely blown up the internet with their recent costumes of Steve and Peggy from the Captain America Civil War Shield Marvel universe. And they've done From Up Carl and Ellie. This retired couple does it right. They got into it after they retired because their daughter has been cosplaying for over 10 years, and they thought, we love Disney and Marvel so much, let's recreate our favorite characters. And they do it justice. You can see from the photos, they blow your mind. I have goosebumps right now talking about them. I can only hope that when Mark and I are retired, we can be as great and cute and amazing as this couple. Moving on to some Sailor Moon news. This one has me with goosebumps. I love Sailor Moon. I watched it when I was a little girl. I watch it now with Sailor Moon Crystal, and I've started cosplaying Sailor Moon characters. Recently, Mark said that he would be King Endymion to my Neo Queen Serenity, and it floored me. I was so happy. Moving on to the news, recently on April 16th, in a certain district in Tokyo, Usagi's hometown, of Azabu-ten, at the Rapongi Hills Observation Deck, the Sailor Moon exhibit opened. This is a 6-room exhibit full of props and merchandise from over the years, costumes from the musical. They've got a full life-size replica of Neo Queen Serenity and King Endymion's wedding outfits. Oh my god. They've also got original artwork. They've got a cafe called the Sun and the Moon, which appropriately has food that looks like the Sailor Moon Compact. They've got pudding that looks like Luna. They've got spaghetti, which is called Tuxedo Mask Spaghetti, which has, I'm assuming it's made out of toast, but it's got a little mask on top. It's full of anything a Sailor Moon fan would want to see, and they've got a bunch of merch for sale as well. The only crummy thing about it is it closes on June 19th and it's in Tokyo. So us here in North America, Canada, the States, we can't go. Unless you're feeling spontaneous and have the money to go to Tokyo before June 19th, we're unfortunately just going to have to ogle photos online. And finally, we reach our feature section of the Weekly Bento. This week we're featuring Purblind Cosplay. Purblind is an insane talent. She makes all of her own costumes, she does her makeup, her wigs, anything, and she loves anime. I asked her to write up a little something about why she loves cosplay, and this is what she had to say.
I love cosplaying because it allows me to express myself and my interests through a creative outlet, and meet other people just like me. I also have loved dressing up and crafting since I was very young, so I'm getting to do something I love at the same time.
As you can see from her costumes, she has mad skills, and we here at the Weekly Bento, the Otaku Crypt, and the Fairies Hollow would like to extend a thank you to Purblind for being our very first feature. Well, that's all we have for this week. Thank you so much for checking out our first episode of Weekly Bento, and we hope you really enjoyed it. If you'd like to comment on anything you saw in this video, do so below. Give us a like, subscribe, and make sure to share.